The NBA announced that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have shot 2 free throws late in the Oklahoma City Thunder's loss to the Miami Heat on Thursday. It could have changed the outcome of the game since the call favored the Heat, who snapped the Thunder's 5-game win streak. In the official L2M report for the game, referees admitted that they made an incorrect call on SGA with 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Instead of an offensive foul on the reigning MVP, the Heat's Pelle Larsson should have been called for a personal foul. Larsson, MIA, is drawn into the air on the pump fake towards Gilgeous-Alexander, OKC, and contact occurs to Gilgeous-Alexander's body during his upward shooting motion. Gilgeous-Alexander does not overtly jump towards Larsson to initiate the contact, therefore a shooting foul on Larsson should have been assessed instead, the report stated. That means if the referees made the correct call, SGA would have gone to the free throw line and increased the Thunder's lead to 5 points. It was a huge swing at a crucial point of the game as the Heat pulled off the 122-120 victory. Nevertheless, the decision can't be reversed, though the officials are going to use the latest mistake to further improve. SGA's reaction to being called FT Merchant. While the title of Free Throw Merchant has stuck to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, at least on social media, the reigning MVP doesn't care about it. SGA told reporters last season that he doesn't mind and even considered it as a compliment. In terms of the label, I don't care. I never cared. I've shot more free throws in a season than I did this season. I think because we're on top of everybody's radar, it's a little more noticeable, and now people care about it. I kind of see it as a compliment, Gilgeous-Alexander said, via Sports Illustrated. Contrary to popular belief, SGA has never led the league in free throw attempts in his career. He doesn't even lead the NBA in that category this season, with Denny Avdija at the top with 404 attempts and counting. Since the 2020-21 season, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been the top free throw merchant for times, while Joel Embiid had the most in the 2021-22 campaign. Thunder lost more than a game. The loss certainly hurt the Oklahoma City Thunder since they were starting to get their rhythm back after a rough patch since late December. However, the defending NBA champ suffered an injury blow to Jaylen Williams during the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's right-hand man went down with a hamstring injury in the second quarter. Williams was driving to the basket when he turned the ball over and immediately grabbed his right hamstring. He was ruled out for the rest of the game. The Thunder then announced that Williams suffered a strained right hamstring and was ruled out for Monday's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The severity of his injury is still unknown, but Real GM reported that he would be out indefinitely. Williams already missed the first 19 games of the season due to his recovery from off-season wrist surgery. He has had a rough campaign, averaging 16.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. He's shooting 47% from the field, but he's struggling from beyond the arc at just 30%. Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo became the first Heat player this season to be named Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Adebayo, who is coming off one of his best weeks of the season, averaged 27 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 4.3 assists per game over 3 games this week. Adebayo entered the week coming off one of the worst shooting slumps of his career, but snapped out of it with 29 points on 11-15 shooting against the Phoenix Suns on January 13th. Following his most recent performance, a 30-point 12-rebound game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Adebayo made a statement against people criticizing his offensive ability. "I don't care about what anybody says about me offensively," Adebayo said. "They're going to move the goalposts for me every night. I don't shoot enough. I'm not being aggressive, shooting too much. It's the wrong shot diet. So my teammates, my coaching staff, they know what I'm capable of. Obviously, every shot that I take, I work on all the time, and SPO Spoelstra knows that. SPO sees it." Adebayo became the first Heat player since Tyler Herro in December 2024 to be named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week. It's Adebayo's third time winning the award. He was also named the POEW in January 2024 and December 2019. The Miami Heat succeed when Bam Adebayo is dominant on offense. Bam Adebayo is considered the heart and soul of this Miami Heat basketball team. He's the longest tenured player on the roster, having been with the team since they drafted him in 2017. Adebayo is averaging his season low in points per game since the 2020 to 2021 season, but his impact still looms large. Adebayo is third on the team in plus-minus, with a plus 115 on the season. Additionally, the Heat win more games when he's consistently scoring. This season, the Heat are 12-7 when he scores more than 16 points in a game. His impact as a defender is important, but his impact on offense is what makes the difference between a win and a loss for the Heat. Adebayo has been able to consistently score over the past 3 games, making 13 threes over a 3-game stretch. The Miami Heat have been a popular trade rumor when Ja Morant's name comes up. Their chances of landing the Memphis Grizzlies point guard in a deal, though, may be changing drastically. NBA insider Mark Stein reported Tuesday that Morant does not want to be traded from the Grizzlies at all. Stein appeared on SiriusXM NBA radio and explained it like this. Zach Kleiman is way too pragmatic to let one game change that much. Ja has made it very clear he does not want to get traded. He wants to stay. The reality is I don't think there is a huge market for him. I don't think there's a trade the Grizzlies could make to sell to their fans. He wants to stay, but he also wants to have more say like he used to. The franchise does not revolve around Ja Morant anymore like it used to. When Ja Morant clashed with a coach early in the season, the front office stood behind the coach in that scenario. The Heat have a way of finding their way into negotiations for stars. Morant is just the latest example. He remains an immensely talented point guard, although his effort and positivity has come and gone this season for Memphis. Morant's desires aren't the only thing at play, but if he genuinely wants to stay with the Grizzlies, it seems unlikely they would move him. And if that's the way it goes, then the Heat will have to look elsewhere for upgrades before the trade deadline.